That are coming in right away. Kerala Chief Minister as well, who's coming in with the other guests, with Akshaya on the ground. Kerala Chief Minister, who's right now making his way to the South Conclave, also cutting across to Songpo too. That is T.S. Sudhi taking a session with Beni Dayal and Chinmayi Sripada.
Rahman, is he as intimidating as he is made out to be?
He's not intimidating at all. I don't know why. You have met him, I'm sure. Did he intimidate you?
Probably the fact that he's very reserved, a man of few words.
He might be slightly stoic, but he's a man of few words, as you said. But he's not intimidating even in the least bit, especially not to musicians or singers. He works with children. He works with a lot of children, and he usually jokes that he gets bullied by the kids in the kids chorus, right, Benny? So when I sang Kanathil Muthamittal, my first ever song in a Mani Ratnam sir's film, I was 15 years old. I was still in school. 15. I was about to write my board exams, and because the call came from Rahman sir's studio, I said, can I cancel my board exams and just sing for him? He said, no, write your exam and then come. And I thought,
he was willing to wait.
Yes, he was. And that was really surprising for me that and I said, I don't want to write this exam. It's okay, I'll write it next year. But he said no. And
how did you fare in the exams?
I was fine. I was just an above average student, and that's a very bad thing for South India. So yeah, just an above average student. And was terrible at mathematics. Also a very different. Oh, yay! So that was a brilliant experience.
Yes.
As soon as I went and met Rahman sir, I took down these lyrics, Vairamuthu sir's lyrics. Mani Ratnam sir was there. It's very easy to be very overawed and overwhelmed by that situation of meeting such greats in the industry immediately.
And the song also has a lot of meaning. It's a song sung by a mother for her adopted daughter.
Yes, and
how difficult was it, or how easy was it to kind of embrace that emotion at the age of 15?
The thing is, Rahman sir didn't tell me what the setting was all about. Mani Ratnam sir, he didn't. See, I was 15. If he was going to tell me that I'm the mother singing for a child who is an adopted Sri Lankan Tamil refugee, I wouldn't have gotten it, honestly. What would I know about being a mother really at that time? So when people heard that song later, especially a director like S.J. Surya, he came and said, I expected you to be 35. When he heard the voice and my face didn't match. He saw this scrawny 17-year-old when he met me for the first time. He said, what? You? I'm like, yeah, it's me.
So let's hear it from you now.
ஒரு தெய்வம் தந்த பூவே கண்ணில் தேடல் என்ன தாயே வாழ்வு தொடங்கும் இடம் நீதானே வானம் முடியும் இடம் நீதானே காற்றை போல நீ வந்தாயே சுவாசமாய் நீ நின்றாயே மார்பிலூரும் உயிரே.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
One of your favorite songs, which I consider favorite, is the song from Gautam Vasudev Menon's Vinaythandi Varuvaya, which I believe you recorded on your birthday.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes, I did.
So, how was that experience of singing Omana Pinne? And it has a lot of Malayalam overtones, I mean, the state that you come from.
Actually, like how Chinmayi said, I like the way of working with Rahman sir because he doesn't explain things to you.
And this scene was not explained to you?
No, nothing was explained. He wasn't even there to explain it. He just called me on my phone and he said like, hey, there's this song that Gautam wants me to sing. And I want you to do a track of it, like, make a subversion so that, it can...
So you didn't know that it will be retained?
No, yeah, I had no idea. And I like that, that's you get more joy when you know it's finally been confirmed for the film. So I was extremely, I heard the song, I was like, oh, okay, fine. So I just recorded it and just gave it all my best and everything. And I was expecting nothing. I normally like singers like Chinmayi, myself, Tanvi. We are all from the same boat, we always say just don't expect anything. Let's just do our best and just go home. And that's what we do. We come for a recording studio, we finish our recording, and we go home. And say hi, bye, and that's about it. And so just doing the song, and then finally it was so many months later. It was actually Onam. It was Onam Day, and it was around that area when time when Michael Jackson had passed away, and it was closer to his birthday and everything. It was around that time, and I went. I was called to the studio, and Gautam sir called me. He's like, Benny, we're doing the Telugu of that song which you had sung last time. So I sang. I went to sing the Telugu, and then finally he goes to the studio, and like Gautam sir was like, Benny, can I show you something? I'm like, yeah, cool. And he plays me the entire video in Sir's studio.
It's shot beautifully.
Yeah, it's shot so beautifully. And then the song has got a very prolonged entrance.
Yes.
Yeah, prolonged entrance. So the vocal doesn't, kick in until
Please sing.
quite sings. And and then I heard my voice, and I was like, so Rahman sir was supposed to sing the song. He said, no, he liked your version better. So so that was the greatest compliment you could get. And I think that's the only compliment I've gotten from him ever in my life. So yeah. I know where to start. ஆடடா பெண்ணே உன் அழகில் நான் கண்ணை சிமிட்டவும் மறந்தேன் ஹே ஆனா ஹே கண்டே ஹே ஓர் ஆயிரம் கனவு ஹே கரையும் உன்னாயிரம் இரவு நீதான் வந்தாய் சென்றாய் உன் விழிகள் இரண்டை திருடி கொண்ட ஓ மனப்பெண்ணே ஓ மனப்பெண்ணே ஓ மனப்பெண்ணே ஓ மனப்பெண்ணே ஓ மன.
Now, you've also ventured, I mean, obviously you have not kept your feet only in Tamil or the South Indian industry. Is there a difference when you actually sing for Hindi film songs in terms of, is the preparation any different for either of you?
My first Hindi song also came from Rahman sir in Tere Bina and Maya Maya and Guru. Not really. The preparation is not different. However, I think what they do look for is to see if you have the South Indian twang when you're singing Hindi. So make sure that the mother tongue influence that a Tamilian or a Malayali or a Telugu or a Kannadiga might have does not come into Hindi, because they want it to be as accent neutral as possible, which is fair. We would expect the same thing when we...
So when a Pritham or any of the music directors from Bombay, Mumbai actually approach you, what are they essentially looking from a Benny or a Chinmay?
Nothing. Actually, it's pretty much the same scene where you land in the studio, and then you hear the song for the first time, and then you sing it, and then eventually he takes a call, whether the song is actually, creating a connection for him, and as per the composition that he created, had the vision he has with the song, and he has a vision with your voice, because he knows your voice in and out. So that's all that happens, So, and he's there to monitor it, and he tells you whether it's working out or not. So it saves a lot of energy too at the same time. But actually, like how she said, it's a big surprise, like for Chinmay and I, because we belong to South India. And over there in Bombay, I think they are actually looking at someone who can sing Hindi without any of those.
So is there a Benny Dayal brand of music? Is there a Chinmay brand of music which has been established, given the fact that you've sung over 1,000 songs?
I wish, I really wish people can identify my voice, because from song to song my tonality differs.
Yeah, and that's
You're also the voice of many actresses, which we will come to later.
Yes, so I think he has a very distinct style when he sings.
Which is what? Which is essentially Benny equals fun.
Vibrant, also also very innovative. He can traverse a lot of styles.
Give us an example of a song which was full of innovations, and we want you to sing it to explain us.
Like my most famous song in Ye Jawani Hai Diwani. It's just like Pan mein budi na dega na kana gi na dega chikni chameli degi chikna kami na dega chandni chitar ho ke cheat kiya sare tare bole gili gili akha kaise mujhe tum mil gayi qismat pe aaye na yaqeen. So there's this whole contrast that I try to create, because I myself, I get like I'm that person who has a problem listening to his own songs.
Why?
Yeah, that's because I'm not a big fan of my own voice. Like all of us singers have that slight percentage of hate towards our own voice. Yeah, I think it's good. Otherwise, it's a disorder. If you don't have that,
it keeps you grounded. One.
Yeah,
And number two, do you kind of pick up a defect?
No. I'll tell you something. I've said this a million times, but I'll say it very quickly. Is that, I don't tend to love my voice so much because I want to recreate myself every time I sing something, and I want to start myself from zero. When I sing the next song, so that I can learn something in the process, and at the same time I end up sounding different. And I always get this question. I see it as a compliment, but everybody asks like, "Oh, you sang that song." Like when I sang the song recently for Harijarasa, "Unakkenna venam solle," we sang the same song.
So we should have both of you singing together.
"Unakkenna venam solle, ulagatte kaata solle." Hers is a female version, mine is a male version.
My lyrics are different.
So when I sang the song, no one could believe that I sang this song because no one is used to listening to my voice.
You also sung the Chinnamma Chilakama from Sakarkatti together, which was originally in Meenakshi.
That's my first song recording for Rahman, sir, and that was with Chinmayi. And it's ironic how we're sitting here together.
So we should have both of you singing together.
Remember this time we actually danced for this one for a channel.
Would you want to do that again?
No.
No. No.
Let's spare the audience.
Yeah, but Jal jalak jalak un konjal sol edukku edukku vidikkenjal irakku irakku adil idanjal narakku adil idanjal
கண்ணாலை அனுப்பினாய் அஞ்சல் நிறமாறி போனதென் மஞ்சள் இனி உனக்கும் எனக்கும் மத்த காய்ச்சல்
ஆடி துவங்க வைக்க காய்ச்சல்.
Yeah.
This was in the original movie was Meenakshi by M.F. Hussain, which A.R. Rahman also used it for the Tamil movie Sakarkatti.
And Sakarkatti was initially, I think, Benny's breakthrough with Taxi. I think at that point in time, it had the highest number of downloads for ringtones ever.
Yes, huge viral hit.
It was a Taxi Boy.
Yes.
I mean,
But
not
then
exactly,
the word, actually then the word viral was not even existent.
Okay.
It was just famous. Yeah. Let's just keep it there.
When you sang the Titli song, another movie, Chennai Express, incidental that we are in Chennai, again with a very different texture and flavor to it.
Can I share you something, an instance on that? Actually, I don't know if Chinmayi knows this. I just moved to Bombay in 2012. I'd taken a firm decision that I'm going to move to Bombay, and
Good call.
and I had already recorded for Vishal and Shekhar, and I get a call from Shekhar, and he's like, "Hey, Benny, I'm in Chennai, so I'm planning to record the song for my next movie, Chennai Express." So he just asked me one question. He was like, and the conversation hardly a minute and a half, and he was like, "So which female vocalist would you recommend? Whose Hindi is spectacular, and she is from South India." I'm like, "Chinmayi Sripada." Like, who else? Because I've known the experience that she's had, and also she's a Hindustani trained singer, and Hindi is on spot, Urdu is on spot. So it's. It was like a no-brainer for me to take a name out.
I did not know this. Thank you.
He's the man behind the Titli.
No, I'm not the man behind Titli. The man behind Titli is Vishal and Shekhar, definitely. But it was just a suggestion. But I didn't know how strong that suggestion could have worked because they took it very seriously.
It worked immediately.
I take no credit. I think I just thank God for everything.
Oh.
That's true. That's true, yeah.
Let's hear the Titli song.
पन के तितली दिल उड़ा 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 है कहीं दूर चल के खुशबू से जुड़ा 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 है कहीं दूर हाथ से ये कैसे अनसुने से जैसे चुभे अंधेरों को कोई नूर बन के तितली दिल उड़ा 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 है कहीं दूर.
Now, Chinmayi is also a very busy dubbing artist, and you must have dubbed for how many actors till now? From Trisha to
I've
Tamanna
dubbed
to Nayanthara?
about 80 films so far.
80.
Yes, 80.
And you do it across languages, Tamil,
Yes,
Telugu
and Hindi.
and Hindi. Do you do more singing or do dubbing?
More singing
more-
or dubbing? No, of course more singing, because dubbing is a day-long affair, because that is the length of the role that is written for the heroine. So that's it. We are done in a day. All her talking portions are done in a day. So I'm sorry,
Do
but
you
that's
keep
the truth.
something in mind when you are dubbing for a Trisha or different from a Tamanna or a Nayantara?
It's never for a Trisha or a Nayantara. It's always for the character that the director has envisioned, and which is why Vinay Tandivarvaya is regarded as one of my
Where
best
you
work.
dub for all the three versions?
Yes, I dubbed for all the three versions in Tamil, Telugu and Hindi. The character was the same. Jessie was complicated. She had to sound a certain way, and it was completely Mr. Gautam Menon's vision that she must sound husky, she must sound also confused, complicated, but with conviction.
Like an introvert.
Like an introvert. I was that at that point in time. I am a fake extrovert right now.
And I mean, Jessie is one of the best characters that at least
Ever
Gautam
written,
Menon
yes.
has ever written.
Yes.
Now, given the fact that there are also, when you came in, a lot of established playback singers already there in the business, you are now established. A new wave of singers keep coming in, and also because a whole lot of competitions that are always there. How do you relate? How do you handle the different competition, the new voices coming in?
See, I think this is exactly what I always, this is a very commonly asked media question to us singers, like, how are you dealing with the competition? It's amazing, beautiful new singers. I'm like, yeah, like that is the truth, because India is filled with so much of talent. The only thing that you can work on is yourself. And it's music. Let's make music and not war. It's the external perspective.
No, I asked in the sense of a new singer comes, 20-year-old,
Yeah.
blows you away.
Huh?
Do you kind of pick up
No.
nuances which you would want to?
Actually, you can learn from people like that. Yeah, I definitely do that. Like, because right now I'm one of the judges on the show, The Voice India, and I'm sitting as we call coaches and not judges because we coach them. And so working with 12 singers from my own team, it's such a learning experience because you get to learn their quirks, you learn the things that we don't have. We get to pick from them. And experience has taught us to utilize it quickly, and they are just gaining experience from us. So it's really beautiful, and that's exactly how nature is, right?
You also do, Benny, a lot of shows. How is it different from singing behind a mic in a studio to actually interacting with a live audience?
It's very simple. Just that we have a larger audience on stage, and we have like 2 or 3 people in the studio. But it's a performance, Like if you're enjoying the song on the record, which you're hearing finally, which comes out, if you're enjoying it, it's just because the composer is such a genius that he's captured the joy in your voice, the happiness in your voice, the emotion in your voice. Singing is like beyond all that, but it's that emotion which he captures and just portrays it in the way he edits the voice and takes and puts them together. That's exactly what you hear.
Right. Chinmayi, which is the song which most people relate to you? I mean, which they say is the trademark Chinmayi song so far?
Thankfully, I have been given opportunities to not associate myself to a particular trademark. People associated me with Devan Tandapove for a while. Then Sahana came, then Varayo Varayo came, then Maya Maya came, and it was like, okay, we didn't expect you to do that. I remember Mani Ratnam sir meeting me at Rahman sir's studio, and he said only one thing: you've grown. I'm like, yay! He said that, and so that's quite something to come from him. And then there was a song in Kocharayan which was lesser known, but I believe is one of my favorite songs called Idayam. That is again different. I'm basically associated with anything more melodious, slow, mellow.
So let's hear Maya Maya from you, and we'll end with Pappu Can't Dance Sala.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, you guys have to clap. You can't be looking at us seriously like that, right? Thanks.
Is there like a rule that you're not supposed to clap or something?
No.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we'll stand up for this. We'll go into Pappu Can't Dance Sala.
Fine, yeah, we'll do that. Let's go.
All right. एक सौदा रात का एक कौड़ी चांद की चाहे तो चूम ले तू थोड़ी चांद की एक मेघ की कश्ती में चल पार उतरना है तू हल्के हल्के खेना दरिया ना छलके मैया मैया गुलाबी तारे चुन ले सारे चुन मैया मैया के जिस्मों के पर्दों में दर्दों के मारे चुन ले मैया मैया निलावै वन्नम पूसी वैत्तुक्कुल मैया मैया यला 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 अला
Fantastic.
Oh, I say. but Pappu can dance all. So we'll end the evening. But Pappu naach nahi sakta. A muscular, a popular, a muscular, a popular, spectacular. He's a bachelor. Pappu ki gaadi tez hai. Pappu kudiyon mein craze hai. Pappu ki aankhein light blue. Pappu dikhta angrez hai.
Great. Thanks a lot for starting the second day of our India Today South Conclave on a high note, a musical note, giving a lot of energy before the politicians take over.
Oh wow, thank you.
And that will be a different kind of music.
I think they
And there he
officially
is.
have. Thank you very much,
Thank
ladies
you
and
so
gentlemen.
much,
Thank you, everybody. Thank you
Benny,
so much.
Chinmaya. Thank you so much for, as Sudhir put it, for beginning day 2 of the India Today Conclave South on such a melodious and soothing note. Thank you both. Yeah, can I please call on stage the founder of Natural Salon Chain, K. Veena, to kindly come on stage and felicitate our guests. Can we please have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? And a heartfelt thank you to all of our sponsors as well. Without your contribution, this event would not be possible. Thank you so much. A heartfelt thank you. Thank you so much.